coins, and you have a liquidity of $1,000 against this 100 coins. So how do you determine the price of each coins? So 100 coins and $1,000 of liquidity, so that the price of the coin would be $10 per coin. So to understand this, I'll take you to a section where we can understand how a coin is pumped and dumped. So over here, we will try to understand how a coin is pumped first. So assuming that you are having 100 coins and liquidity is just $1,000, all right? So that determines the price of a coin, that is $10. Now someone, if they purchase of this 100 coins, they purchase 10 coins, right? So the coins left in the system, that is 90. And as 10 coins were bought at $10, so $100 were added into the liquidity. Is it correct? So the existing liquidity has increased to $1,100, and the available coins against this liquidity in the system, they are 90. So that determines the price of the coin as 12.22. So you just noticed that the price of the coin has increased from $10 to $12, right? Just a second. All right. So now if another lot is purchased at a price of $12.22, that means the number of tokens left is 80, right? And another two, almost like 122 is added into the liquidity. So now the price of the coin will increase to 15.28. So 122, 1222 divided by 80, so that determines the coin of price as 15.28. So here we have new parameters. Now, assuming that somebody purchased like 30 coins together at 15.28. So almost 460 of liquidity was added, and the number of coins remaining in the system are just 50, and that set the price of the coin to almost 33.61. So you can notice over here how the price of the coin keeps on increasing as the liquidity is entering and the coins are running shorts. So this way, the liquidity, it keeps on increasing. Now we are considering only a limited small volume, but when they are in thousands of dollars of liquidity and almost 100,000 coins and as such values, so it gives a bigger numbers over here. So if now somebody purchased at $33, if somebody purchased like 40 coins, so only 10 coins are left in the market, and the liquidity, it increases to almost 3,000, and because of that, the price of the coin, when it started from $10, it has now grown to increase to $302. So in the centralized system, or in the centralized marketplaces, this pumping and dumping of coins are enacted in a similar manner. A $10 coin or token is pumped with liquidity, and because of which it capitalizes to such a high gains in terms of value. Now assume that right now the coin is priced at 302, and if anybody sells off just 20 coins, can you see there is no liquidity left? I'm sorry. There is no liquidity left in the market. So that practically reduces the coin's value to almost zero. So this is how a coin is pumped and dumped. So if we understand, BTCC, so over here, you can see a consistent liquidity is maintained, and because of which we can see the price of BTCC is almost constant for a very long time, that is 62. Now, how is this liquidity maintained? So to maintain this liquidity, Chavez is introducing many systems into the project. Now, you already know that when you are mining BTCC, right? You need to pay a cost of mining, that is in terms of B fuel. So this B fuel, when paid in dollars, or maybe in maybe in B fuel, this directly goes into liquidity, and it basically backs against the coin, and that increases the value of BTCC. So one of the parameters through which liquidity is increased, this liquidity is increased, that is through the B fuel consumption. So what Chavez has done is Chavez has created, he has provided us with NFTs. Now, what we are going to do with NFT is start mining. And when you start mining, it is practically free for you. But to claim the mining rewards, you need to pay the cost of mining, and that is in B fuel. And when you pay the cost of mining, maybe in B fuel or maybe in dollars, it goes into liquidity, and that is how this liquidity will keep on increasing. So as the number of people they will mine, they will eventually pay the cost of B fuel, cost in B fuel, right? And this B fuel will keep on adding into the liquidity, and this will keep on increasing the price of the asset. So what happened? How did we I already explained you how it went from $3 to $87, but how did it came back from $87 to $61? So what happened is Chavez introduced the nodes program. 300 nodes packages were released of almost $27,000, and for that reason, many people they sold off their hard-earned mining rewards, which were BTCC. So when people sell off BTCC, we have seen over here, right? When people sell, the liquidity it exhausts, and that reduces the price of the coin. So eventually, when people started selling off BTCC, it practically empties the liquidity. And if the liquidity it gets low, the price of the coin will obviously it will reduce, it will go short, right? So one reason was nodes. The another reason was Chavez introduced the Boomerang packages, right? So many people who had initially started mining and they had assets in terms of BTCC, they sold off their assets, right? So for that reason, right now we are still standing strong with $61 and this 31 million of liquidity. So even though without being listed on any exchanges, we are still able to encash this BTCC at a price of at least as of the price of $61. So eventually, when the liquidity will increase, the price of BTCC will also increase. But how the liquidity will increase? One is when people start harvesting. Mining is important, of course, but mining is useless if you don't harvest your rewards. So it's like growing a crop in a farm, and when there is a time to harvest, you are not harvesting it, because to claim that farming rewards, you need you to sell that to sell that crops in the market, you need to harvest it first. If you don't harvest, you cannot transact on it, you cannot transfer it, you cannot market it, right? So these are your mining rewards. Absolutely, they are yours. You have claimed this BTCC from the daily supply, but to take it out of the system, that is in your wallet, where you can transfer it, where you can you can sell it, where you can swap it. So to be able to utilize your rewards, you need to pay the fees in terms of beef fuel, and that is called harvesting. And when the fees is paid in the harvested amount, that is in beef fuel, it eventually gets into liquidity. And when it gets into liquidity, what happens is the price of the coin is increased. Now, Chavez already mentioned that they are going to introduce many ICOs. To start with, we will have a Boomerang's ICO eventually released on our blockchain. So what will happen when ICO is introduced to a blockchain? Everybody needs to have the native coin of the blockchain to purchase the coin which is available for ICO. So what will happen is people will eventually start investing in BTCC, maybe in terms of how the harvesting, or maybe through other means. People will deposit liquidity into the systems, and the use cases of BTCC will eventually increase, and that will appreciate the price of the coin. So imagine when lots many projects and products are introduced on a blockchain. So eventually, this BTCC can go as high as maybe $100, or maybe $500, or maybe in the last, in the first halving year, maybe we will cross $500. We never know. But we have a 140 years of mining program. Understand this. So there will be many, many instances where you will be able to cash out this BTCC. I will show you some examples where people have cost of mining, while compared to the worth of mined asset will be more, it will be less. So that way you will have many instances across this 140 years where the price of the coin will appreciate, and you will have your opportunity to claim your mining rewards. See this. This is just an example. The mined BTCC are almost 15,000 or 1,571, and their net worth is 132,438, while the cost in terms of fuel is 55,000. See the upside, $77,000. And these are not just latest, screenshots. Somebody who started mining at the launch, at the initial, from the initial day of mining, they had such upsides. So if you are not mining, if you are not claiming, you will never have an opportunity where you will be able to cash out your BTCC, right? So mine as much BTCC as possible, because this will give you a very good leverage. See this, there are multiple NFTs which are constantly mining BTCC. You don't even have to bother to look if the system is working or not. The system is absolutely decentralized. See the numbers changing over here. They will eventually change over here. See this, and the numbers will change here as well. So this digital NFTs, they give you a very exceptional feature to mine BTCC from the daily supply. So I hope this demand and supply is clear to you all, how a coin is pumped and dumped. So we will move on to the next topic. So now let us understand BTCC mining, and how do you stake your miners to nodes to start your mining. So practically, whichever package you purchase of the digital NFTs, they are minted to your wallet. So on the mining interface, like I will show you the live interface, you can see this is a live dashboard, and my wallet is connected over here. You can see I'm having an NFT over here. So my NFT, this is where I can see NFT has already been minted to my wallet. So this NFT is right now not mining. This is available as a NFT, but it is not mining. You can see I'm having 21 NFTs over here, right? And if we go to the mining interface, you can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 into 3, 18, 19, 20, and 21. All right. So 21 NFTs are mining as of now, and there are two sections, miners in nodes and miners in wallet. So in the miners in wallet, you can find the NFT which has been minted to our wallet. So this NFT is as of now not mining. It is in our wallet section. So all you need to do is press the stick button, and this NFT will also be added to the other NFTs, and this will contribute to claiming daily rewards. Now, the daily rewards, you must understand this. This is also very important. So what I have mentioned is the initial supply of BTCC. It is, just a second. So we are on the exact roadmap of Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin, when it was launched, its initial supply was 7,200 Bitcoin distributed amongst all the miners. But over here, we are mining BTCC. So BTCC is following the exact roadmap of Bitcoin. So over here also, we have a supply of 7,200 BTCC every day, each day. So every day, 7,200 BTCC is released from 21 million of total supply. So 21 million BTCC were locked at the time of launch of our smart chain. So they are logged in a smart contract, and every day this contract releases 7,200 BTCC every day, right? So if we go to the dashboard and see this, the circulating supply, right? So the circulating supply is almost 160, almost 1.6 million. That means of this 21, of this 21 million total supply, 1.6 million is already out in the market. And divided by 7,200, if we do that, so our blockchain is almost 223 days old. Divided by 30, that's almost 7.4 months. So as of now, it's May 5th, May 12th, right? So May to January, 5 months, and 2 months more, almost 3 months. So that is October was the month when our blockchain was launched, right? So 21 million were locked at the time of launching of a blockchain, and from this 21 million of total supply of BTCC, 7,200 are released every day. Now this 7,200, they go to all the miners who are mining using their digital NFTs. I'm sorry I got disconnected. Apologies for that. So let us understand the hash power of NFTs. So each NFT differs from the other in terms of hash power. First of all, this hash power is quite similar to the horsepower of the car engine. We purchase a car, we often see the engine's capacity in terms of horsepower. So in a similar manner, whenever you purchase a digital NFT, it has its own hash power, and this hash power practically determines the rate at which it will claim from this total supply. So it is for sure that the higher the hash power, more BTCC you will claim from the daily supply. The higher the horsepower of the car engine, faster it will run, right? So obviously, when you have a high hash power or a good hash power, you will claim more from the daily supply. So to understand this, we will have another Excel sheet with us. We will go through that. But first, before that, you must also understand the consumption rate, because mining is not free. Mining, you need to pay a price in terms of B fuel. Even with the physical mining of Bitcoin, the mother of all cryptocurrencies, there are certain parameters, or there are certain financial costs that you need to pay, like the electricity bill, like the internet bill, like the purchase of hardware, the wear and tear of hardware, the maintenance, everything, right? So the digital mining of the physical mining of Bitcoin is not free. In a similar manner, the digital mining of BTCC is also not free. There is a rate of consumption of B fuel through which it is determined how much the cost is incurred to you of the mining of BTCC, right? So this cost of mining is determined in terms of consumption in biofuels. That is, each NFT has its own consumption rate. So we consider here a $50 NFT. So $50 NFT gives you 140 years of mining facility with a hash power of 1 kilowatt, that is 1,000 watts. The mining fees in terms of biofuel, it is a certain to $3 every day. That means if you have plugged in $50 NFT, it's gonna cost you $3 every day, irrespective of the price of BTCC. It doesn't affect the cost of mining. In fact, the cost of mining over here it's fixed. It's $3 every day. So if I'm having over here almost 21 NFTs, 21 NFTs of $50. These are all $50 NFTs, right? So 21 NFTs, they are gonna cost me $3 of each NFT. That is 21 into 3, $63 every day. I am getting the this is the cost I have to bear with. This is $63 every day, which has been almost like in terms of the fuel, it is already determined. So for us to understand, this is very, very important that each NFT has its own hash power, which determines the claim on the daily supply, as well as the consumption rate, that is the mining fees, which determines the cost of mining. All right. So over here, how did we come to the conclusion of $3 every day? Let me help you understand that as well. So the $50 NFT has a consumption rate of 0.00278 B fuel per second. That means if an NFT is plugged in to mining, these NFTs are plugged into mining, they are dedicated to the node. So they will have a consumption rate of 0.00278, 0.00278 B fuel every second. Now, B fuel consumption is on every second. So in an hour, this is almost 10 B fuel consumed every hour, considering 3,600 seconds. And for 24 hours, it is 240 B fuel. Now, what is B fuel actually? Let me help you understand that as well. So B fuel is basically energy quotient. It is a parameter through which the cost of mining is determined. The price of biofuel has been fixed forever and everywhere. It is 0.0125. And because the cost of biofuel is fixed, the cost of mining is in a way is fixed for each NFT. So each NFT is having its own consumption power in terms of biofuel. And if we determine it to dollars, so biofuel consumed by an NFT multiplied by 0.00125, that gives us almost $3 every day. So that means a $50 NFT when plugged into the mining facility, it's gonna cost us $3 every day, right? But they also give us a leverage of in terms of hash power, right? So hash power determines the rate at which we will claim from the daily supply, and the consumption rate will determine the cost of mining incurred to us every day. Similarly, 10x, the hash power is 10 kilowatts and the consumption rate is 0.0278. And this comes around $30 every day. Xeon GT 100x, $5,000 worth NFT, 140 years of mining, 100 kilowatts. All right. And this cost us $300 every day. So any $5,000 NFT plugged into the system, that will give us almost 300 cost of mining every day. So I hope you are clear with the consumption, the cost of mining, as well as the rewards or the claim how NFTs do, right? So let me help you understand how the price of Bitcoin code is determined and how this demand and supply it is managed on BTCC. Now, let us assume that today is the first day when BTCC blockchain is launched. So once we are considering over here that there are only three miners. I'm sorry, there are only three miners. One of $50, one of $50, one of $500, and one of $5,000. Now, each miner has its own cost of mining attached to it, and so is the hash power, right? And depending on the hash power, this $50 miner is gonna the supply is fixed 7,200. Of this supply, this is distributed amongst all the miners depending on their hash power. So $50 NFT is having a hash power of 1 kilowatt, 500 is having 10 kilowatt, and $5,000 NFT is having almost 100 kilowatt, right? So depending on their hash power, this 7,200 is distributed amongst these three miners. So the $50 capacity miner, they claim 64.86 from the daily supply, right? $500 miner, it claims 648 from the daily supply, and $5,000 miner, it claims 486. So depending on their hash power, this 7,200 is distributed amongst all the miners. Consider this example that right now we are like almost three people in water bottle fixed. Now, if it has to be distributed amongst 10 miners, so each will get almost 1/10 of the part. But if it's distributed amongst almost 380 people, so everybody will get lesser and lesser, right? Now, how much water each will get depends on hash power, right? On their capacity. So if there are like two miners of $5,000, each will get 3,243, right? This is how each miner claims from the daily supply. So over here, if you can see, if you can, I'm having some hard time with the network. I apologize for that. Let me continue. All right. So over here, you can see I'm having 21 NFTs, right? And 21 NFTs are giving me each of 1 kilowatt. So my total hash power is 21,000, right? So from the daily supply, I claim based on my hash power, right? So over here, you can see depending on your hash power, you claim from the daily supply, and depending on your NFT, you also contribute to the liquidity that determines the price of the coin. So assuming that there were only three NFTs at the time of launch, right? Now each will claim as per their hash power of the 7,200 total supply, right? But they will also harvest, right? Now, when they will harvest, they will pay a price in terms of fuel or in terms of dollars. So $50 NFT is going to contribute $3 every day. 500 is going to contribute $30 every day, and 5,000 is going to contribute 300 every day. Assuming that there has been 1 day of harvesting, so each NFT are harvesting every day, right? So on the first day when they harvested their rewards, so $50 worth miner, they contributed $3 to the liquidity, 330 from the 500, and 300 from the 5,000. So the liquidity is total 333 on the first day, right? And the supply was 7,200, the total supply. So number of coins is 7,200, and the liquidity available is just 333. So 333 divided by 7,200, that determines the price of the coin. It's almost 0.00, almost 0.04625, right? So this is how a price of BTCC coin is determined. So I explained you, we are having a liquidity and we are having some coins that are, daily supplied into the market, right? So that determines the price against the liquidity, that determines the price of the coin. Now what if second day also the same number of miners they harvested? So practically 70 to 100 more were added to the supply, and the same reward went to the liquidity. So if we see the uh, proportion, it doesn't increase, that doesn't make any change. So the price of the coin also doesn't increases, right? It's same. But what if the number of miners are increased? So if the number of miners are increased, each miner gets lesser and lesser BTCC, but the liquidity it increases. So as the number of miners increases, each miner gets lesser and lesser of BTCC, but it practically adds to the liquidity, so that appreciates the price of the coin. So if we want to increase the price of BTCC, so it is very important for us as well to harvest this to harvest this to claim this rewards. And what people did was they practically harvested BTCC, then they used the same BTCC to harvest more BTCC. That is not the correct way. Fresh fund needs to enter the system. So it is very important for us to harvest BTCC using fresh funds. So how do we bring in fresh funds into our system? Let me help you understand that as well. So we have a inbuilt feature where you can bridge in, where you can bring in fresh fund into our system. Supposedly, like if the ICO of if the ICO of Boomerang is released, so people will require BTCC to buy BTCC from the system, right? So everybody, we can understand, are having BTCC in TRC20, right? USDT in TRC20. Now there are two features that you must understand. One of them is swap and the other one is bridge. These two features are very, very important and they are practically very, very different. So first of all, we will speak of swap. So we when we when on a certain blockchain we sell one asset and we transfer it into another asset, it's called basically swapping. So as you can see over here, I am having BTCC in my wallet and I am swapping it to USDT, right? If I would have one BTCC, so as per the current rate, this is gonna give me almost 61.85 USDT. So in a way, I am selling. Actually, it's not selling, it is not trading, it is basically swapping of assets. Even in Boomerang, when we are using two coins, right? So what we are doing is we are practically swapping these two coins. So uh, when a pair of coin are interchanged on the same blockchain, it is called swapping. All right, swapping of coins on the same blockchain. So BTCC sold, it gets converted to USDT, or maybe we have Bfuel as well, right? So this is called swapping. But when a same asset, it's transferred from one blockchain to another blockchain, it is called bridge. Let us take an example of USDT. Now there are lots many versions of USDT, right? There is USDT TRC20. Then there is USDT ERC20. Then there is USDT BP20. And we also have our own USDT, I'm sorry, BTC20, right? Now these are all different variants of different blockchains of in which USDT is available. Now you cannot directly transfer TRC20 to ERC20 or BTC20. They are running on different protocols. For that reason, it is it is required a intermediary platform, and that's called bridge. So if we consider bridge as a real-time example, bridge is practically used to connect two shores, right? Two ends. So over here also, when you want to convert your assets, or when you want to transfer your assets from one blockchain to another blockchain, same asset, it's called bridge. So we have an inbuilt feature of bridge available on our mining interface. So this feature can be used to bring in fresh funds from the outside system, in which USDT is available most of on most of the exchange or marketplaces in TRC20, right? So as of now, on our bridge-in feature, we have facility to bring in TRC20 and convert it to BTC20 directly from the interface. So for this, you require two wallets. Understand this properly. You require two wallets. So one would be Tron wallet, and the other one would be BTC20 wallet, and that is MetaMask. I hope you know how to import USDT to your MetaMask wallet, right? So if let me see. Okay, you have over this. So all you need to do is go to scanner, scan.bitcoincode.technology. We have their tokens, and from the tokens, you can import the smart contract address of USDT. It ends with 7878A. This, right? So tokens from all to USDT. And over here, you can see the smart contract of USDT. This ending with 7878A. Copy this smart contract address, go to your MetaMask wallet, use the import token feature, import token, paste your USDT smart contract address, and you will have USDT available on your MetaMask wallet. Now, as the blockchain is BTC20 smart chain, right? So this USDT is basically USDT BTC20. All right. So we were on bridge. So for bridging in, that is to bring in TRC20 to BTC20 USDT, you will require two wallets. One would be Tron wallet, the other one would be MetaMask wallet. So you go to the bridge feature available in the menu. In the menu, you can find bridge over here. This is the right, and you can go to bridge. If you are bridging in, that means you are bringing TRC20 to BTC20. So first of all, you need to connect your Tron wallet. So over here, I have already connected my Tron wallet, right? And from the Tron wallet, you can see what I'm doing is I'm converting TRC20 to BTC20 USDT. But where this USDT BTC20 will be released, so over here, you have the option to put in the destination address, and this destination address would be your MetaMask wallet address, right? This MetaMask wallet address. So you put it over here, right? And now your Tron wallet is connected. You have put in your releasing to wallet over here. So now you can bridge in. But to bridge in, you require gas fees as well. And this gas fees will be deducted at both the blockchain. So you will require gas fees in terms of Tron on your Tron wallet, as well as whatever USDT you want to transfer, you will require that USDT as well in TRC20, right? So this is the bridge and feature that you can use. So on my Tron wallet, as you can see, I'm having almost 50 Trons available for for gas fees in that will be deducted from the Tron side, and I'm like transferring $20, right? So as you bridge in, fees will be deducted at both the blockchains. So in Tron as well as in over here, when the USDT is delivered on your MetaMask wallet, over there also you will not get exact USDT. They will be charged some USDT from that I will give you. When you are using a Tron Link wallet, you can see Even if you transfer USDT, the gas fees in Tron is very high, and that is almost like, if you want to go entirely decentralized, you require a Tron Link Pro wallet, right? And when you use a Tron Link Pro wallet, the gas fees is deducted in Trons, and this gas fees is sometimes very very high, right? So let me just show you an example. Now let us send this from the address book. Let me take this and do it next and do it max. So you can see over here, see the fees is almost 13 tron. That is almost equivalent to almost 2.5 or $3. So usually when you transfer TRC20 to any exchange or wallet, the transfer fees is almost in $1, right? One USDT, right? But over here, as you can see, it is almost $1.7 over here. So still high. So I hope you all know that Tron wallets, they run on energy and bandwidth. Over here you can see the bandwidth and energy. Can you see this? And do you know that you can borrow energy? So practically, I showed you right now that this Tron wallet, they charge almost a high amount of Tron as gas fees. But we have one feature, one website where you can borrow energy for less number of Trons, and depending on your transactions, you can borrow Tron energy. So this is the website. I'll share the link on the chat box where you can borrow energy, right? So all you need to do is connect your Tron wallet, go to this fee.io, connect your wallet, and just a second. Okay, so the wallet is connected. So practically, you can buy energy or you can borrow energy from here, and it will cost you much less. So almost for a single transaction, the energy required is 64,000. So supposedly that you need to execute 4 transactions. So if the fees is deducted in Trons, it will be very, very high, almost more than like $2 on each transaction. But over here you can go energy, and for each transaction, the energy amount required is almost 64,000. So practically, if you borrow 64,000 into 4, almost this amount of energy, you will be execute 4 transactions at a very nominal price. So let me buy some energy. Let me reduce the price of almost. And you can buy in durations as well for 1 hour, 3 hour, or maybe like number of days as well. So let me assume that I'm doing this 4 transaction in almost like in an hour. So this is gonna cost me only 26.88 tron. That is almost equivalent to almost.
Okay. Sorry about this. Definitely losing bandwidth there. That was great education, a lot of good education. He should be back, and he is back. Let me go ahead and, okay, they're still frozen. Trashit is frozen.
Bandwidth. Am
Trashit,
I
you're
audible?
frozen. No, you have the bandwidth is real low. You may need to leave and come back. Okay. Let's give it a minute. Okay. I'm trying to get a hold of him.
He just came in.
Okay, Tashi, the floor is yours. Thanks.
Thank you, and apologies, I'm having a hard time with the bandwidth. Okay, so we were covering the rental of energy. So you can rent energy and you can transact on the Tron Link Pro wallets, and this is gonna cost you very less. So many a time when we want to go absolutely decentralized, you require Tron Link Pro wallet for many transactions. And when you execute multiple transactions, the gas fees first of all is deducted in Tron. So you require both the coins. You require USDT as well as TRX, right? So for that reason, this is a very interesting feature that we have in Tron wallets. Like you can borrow energy, and with that energy, your transaction is almost like nothing. It's gonna cost you nothing. So we borrow for a single transaction 64,000, and we will reduce it to almost for 1 hour. We'll take it and we confirm. So you can see the gas fees that was 13, right? It is almost now reduced to if we execute a single transaction, it is almost like 6.4 trons. Let me just confirm this. Confirm the payment. Confirm on Tronlink Pro wallet. So now you can see I'm having energy over here. So all the gas fees will be deducted from energy, right? You can see the energy 64,000. For a single transaction, it's more than enough. So now when you bridge in, that means you have connected Tron wallet and you are ready to pay the fees in Tron as well as in USDT. Now require the releasing to address. So we will put in MetaMask wallet address and we bridge in. So over here, it will ask you for and see this, it asking you for approval on Tron wallet and see the fees, it's almost $0.043 because we consume energy from the energy we borrowed, right? So we sign in to approve. I'm sorry, we need to reject it. First, we need to put some value of USDT over here. So I'm having like 20 USDT over here, almost $19 worth. Let me refresh this. So we will transfer 15 USDT that are available, and we have connected Tron wallet, and we need to put destination wallet as well as that is MetaMask wallet. And as you can see, there are 0 USDT over here, and let me put the destination wallet. So bridge token is successful over here. We will wait for some time and we will see if the transaction is successful. So as you can see, I had $20. Now almost $5 is available, and we will check on MetaMask wallet. So you can see almost 14.55 USDT have been received over here. So that means we transferred USDT from Tron wallet to MetaMask wallet, right? So we interchanged same asset from one blockchain to another blockchain. So almost, the fees on Tron side, it was, if we have to borrow, if it was like almost 6 to 7 Tron if we borrow energy, and over here you can see 0.5 USDT were charged on this blockchain side. So this is how you can bring in fresh fund to our blockchain, and that way you don't need to sell off your BTCC, right, which you have already harvested. So far we have covered this entire things. We have covered bridge, we have covered swap. I explained you how do you mine, how do you why it is important to mine, what is how a coin's price is determined. Now how will a coin benefit to you? So that depends on at which rate you have mined. Let me help you understand what is the rate at which you are mining, how to determine how much BTCC you are mining. So for this, you need to consider your total mining hash power. So I had explained you that I'm having 21 different NFTs, and each NFT has its own hash power. So in total, my hash power is 21,000, right? The number of BTCC that have already been claimed from the daily supply, not yet harvested, but claimed, that is 65, right? And we have the total mining hash power of the system. That means it is the hash power of all the entire miners that are mining right now, right? So the formula is very simple. You should note it down if you want to. So the formula is your net hash power divided by total hash power of the system multiplied by daily supply. It has to be in the same trend. Okay. So I'm having 21 miners of $50. That is 1 kilowatt, right? So my total hash power is how much? 21,000, right? And what is the hash of the hash power? How many? What is the total hash power of the system? That is almost 302 million, right? So, so this is the rate of getting BTCC for me every day. So just a second. So 21,000, it is my hash power, my total hash power, right? 21,000, my total hash power divided by system's hash power. That is 31, almost 302 million, right? Multiplied by daily supply. So daily supply is 7,200. This is before first halving. After first halving, it will be reduced to 3,600. So this comes around 0.48 BTCC every day. That means my 21 NFTs together, they are mining 0.48 BTCC every day. So this is how you determine how much BTCC. Now help me understand this. As the number of miners will increase, the system's total hash power will also increase, right? That means if you are not increasing your hash power every day, as the number of miners will get into the system, you will receive lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser of value. I'll show you how, right? So this is what we have calculated on almost 312 million of systems hash power, right? Let me help you. Now I am keeping my hash power 21,000 only, divided by, let us assume that systems hash powers has now increased to almost 350 million, multiplied by 7,200. So you see, with the existing hash power of the system, I am claiming 0.48 BTCC every day. But I am not increasing my hash power. But system's hash power is eventually gonna increase, because the number of miners, they will keep on adding into the total. They are gonna keep contributing to the total hash power. So day by day, I will receive lesser and lesser BTCC if I'm having that same, my hash power is constant. So it's like inflation. If you are not having multiple sources of income, the inflation is going to reduce the value of your money. Do you remember just $1,000 kept in bank 10 years back, what value they had back then and what value they would have right now? So it is very important for you to keep on investing and or having multiple sources of income, right? In a similar manner, if you are not increasing your hash power, if you are not adding to your hash power, day by day, you are claiming lesser and lesser, lesser and lesser. You can see these are all screenshot, these are all initial hash power of the system back then when we used to teach this thing. So see, I was initially mining almost 1.74 BTCC every day, but today, because the hash power has increased, it's almost 1.74, or it's got reduced to 0.48. So it is very, very important for you to put your miners to NFTs to mining. If you're not doing that, then the more you delay, the lesser you're going to claim BTCC. So please make sure that if you are having NFTs just lying around, never ever keep your NFTs idle. I'll request everybody never ever to unstake your miners. Don't ever unstake your miners, because although it's gonna cost you in B fuel, but what you are claiming today, you are not gonna claim the same amount tomorrow. So it is very, very important for us all to keep your miners mining BTCC irrespective of cost, or the cost of mining or the B fuel consumption. Because this B fuel consumption, we are not, we don't have to, put to pay the cost in upfront. We can pay at our convenience whenever we will have budget. So it doesn't matter to me how much B fuel is gonna accumulate over here in terms of consumption, but I'm gonna keep on mining, because the if I unstake the miners day by day, I'm claiming lesser and lesser. So how do you stake a miner to mining? So for that, you have need to have your NFT minted to your wallet. So when you access the dApp through your wallet, you will see NFT over here. So you can see here one NFT, and when I go to miners in wallet, I'm having this NFT over here. So the number is 8852. We will note it down. Right. So number is 8852. Now, because it's a blockchain transaction, you need to have some BTCC for blockchain gas fees as well. So this, as you are starting your BTCC mining, you might require to borrow BTCC from your upline or sponsor, or I have already taught you bridging feature. But the B fuel or BTCC required is very, very less in terms of gas fees, so that you can borrow from your upline. So I'm having 0.927, so BTCC already on the wallet. So what I'll do is I'll stake this NFT. So as I press stake button on the NFT, Now you can see the gas fees is almost 0.0004091, right? And once I confirm this, it will pop a message that stake is successful. Let us wait. So stake miner success, right? Now when I go back to the dashboard, I will find my NFT has gone from here. You can see my NFT is 0 over here, and the total number of miners has increased to 22, and my mining hash power has increased to 22,000. And what difference it will make? So initially, this is 0.484000572, right? And if I increases to 22, see this. Just a single NFT can make so much of a difference. Did you notice? Just a single NFT can bring you so much of a difference. Let us see. It is 0.50705,362, almost 0.02. And if we consider this difference in a single day, so in a month, that amounts to almost 0.6 BTCC, and in like a year, that's almost 8.29 BTCC. Do you realize 8.29 BTCC in a year? Just adding a single NFT to your NFT total asset, total NFTs, it gives you so much of a difference, right? So I think that will be all. I'm already having issues with my bandwidth, so we will, restrain the training to this point. And whatever I have taught, if you have any questions regarding this, we can take Q&A. But before that, a quick update on Boomerang. As such, there are no new updates, but what has been conveyed, I'll convey it to you all. So last Wednesday, when Chavez was, with his community addressal, when he addressed the community, what he mentioned is they are right now on the final stage of implementing the MVP, user acceptance test. That is the final stage where the testing will be done, and after that testing they will be in a better position to ascertain that the date of MVP launch. Now what we are doing is, as a community, he has provided us with a test link, right? And we were testing the AI bot actually, right? And practically this was the instance when AI was brought, or when eventually AI was launched. So Chavez asked us to perform some tests on the AI bots. Now he asked us to select the different trade size, choose different coins and the Polygon blockchain, and to confirm and see what pairs are available. So while we were doing this, many received pairs, many did not receive pairs. Many had problems while testing on mobiles, while laptop was comfortable. So many received pairs and many did not. But eventually, this practice was to make AI more knowledgeable, to increase the through in terms of logs and data, increase the capacity of AI, and many people were able to see pairs, and I will show you the pairs as well. I have confirmed it myself. Also, I have received some pairs, and just a second. Okay. So as you can see, the profit percentage, it was on a wide variety of range. See the profit percentage, almost 12.96. See the profit percentage, almost 11.34. Negative, See the profit percentage, 31.62. See the profit percentage, 25.42. Although they were available for the same pair, but eventually, I had some different pairs, few others had different pairs. So what Chavez meant by so many people testing these pairs, so eventually AI will ascertain many routes for different pairs. So even if I'm able to view or fetch a certain pair, it will record into the AI, and it will be eventually available for everybody. So next time when anybody will search that pair, AI will ascertain very fast that this was the route, pre-recorded route, and it will first try to get profit on that route. So that is how we will optimize our AI. That is how what we are doing. And practically, as we have a range of coins and different trade set, or the different the trade sizes, so lots many pairs will be available now practically, and this is the instance where our AI bot is practically gonna give us more and more profitable suggestions. So initially we were able to lock only like 1,000 pairs, which was not sufficient. What Chavez mentioned, for a community of like almost 86,000 whitelisted addresses. So for that reason, we were not ready with the launch of MVP. But I think with all these practices, the testings and everything, very soon we will be ready. We don't have any major updates from Chavez, but what he and his team are doing is they are trying their best to release the MVP as soon as possible. And if there are any more updates, we will certainly provide. And of course, there is going to be a Wednesday call from Chavez, and he had, clearly mentioned on Indian prime time that they have a very challenging task, but they are also capable of overcoming these challenges. And very bluntly, he said and he mentioned that if he and his team are not able to deliver this, then trust us, nobody else will be able to deliver at this instance. So there have been many, copycats already in the market, which are claiming to have, achieved arbitrage trading through AI bot. But Chavez clearly, very clearly, very confidently, in fact, he mentioned that if this guys, Chavez and his team, are not able to deliver on time this MVP, then nobody else will be able to. Because what they have achieved in the beta testing and with all the tests as are running as of now, it will take a very, very long time for other competitors to reach our level, what we have just reached. So it is not possible for any other player to or competitor to reach all of a sudden, because AI will take its time to adopt, to optimize, to increase its knowledge base. So understand this and have patience. We are on the verge of receiving something very, very exclusive and highly rewarding. And we have waited for too long. We have been really, very patient with this, and Chavez has been really working hard on this. So keep your hopes high, and I can assure you that Chavez has always delivered, and he will deliver. So with that, we come to the conclusion.
The internet mishaps there, it was still just absolutely excellent, and the information comes across very clear. Now we have some time. Do you have some time to take some questions?
Yes, of course, Grace.
Okay, thank you.
Always
Thank
a
you
pleasure to answers questions.
Thank you. Deborah, now there is just a simple protocol for going ahead and asking questions. You must have your video on so that I may select you. In order for me to select you, have your video on and raise your hand. If you don't